the annals of ancient Rome, power often came soaked in blood. Glory was won on the battlefield, and emperors rose and fell like the shifting tides. But among them was one, a man unlike the rest, not for how he conquered, but for how he reflected. Marcus Aurelius, a name carved into marble and whispered through centuries. To the world, he was a Roman emperor, one of the 5 good emperors. But to himself, he was merely a man trying to be good. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. This is not just the story of a ruler, it's the story of a soul, quietly at war with itself. Marcus was born in 121 CE in Rome into privilege, but not corruption. From a young age, he was drawn not to luxury, but to learning. He studied philosophy under some of the greatest minds of the time. Rusticus taught him discipline. Fronto honed his rhetoric. But it was Epictetus, a former slave turned Stoic philosopher, who would reshape Marcus's soul. When Emperor Antoninus Pius adopted him as heir, Marcus knew the road ahead was not of his choosing. And when he finally took the throne in 161 CE, he inherited an empire and all its burdens. Rome was unraveling. Plague swept through cities. The Parthian War drained the treasury, and Germanic tribes breached the borders. Through it all, Marcus led not from behind silk curtains, but from the muddy front lines. And at night, he wrote not speeches, not decrees, but meditations, letters to himself, never meant for the world. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. In a world spiraling into chaos, Marcus turned inward to a philosophy rooted in stillness. Stoicism wasn't emotionless. It was emotional discipline. It asked, what can you control? Your thoughts, your actions, your reactions. Marcus Aurelius wasn't writing to impress. He was writing to survive, morally, mentally, spiritually. Marcus ruled for 19 years. He led Rome through crisis after crisis. But unlike many emperors, he left the world with humility, not hubris. He died in 180 CE, likely from the plague. And with him, the golden age of Roman virtue began to fade. His son Commodus would rule not with wisdom, but with vanity. The philosopher king had given way to the gladiator emperor, but Marcus's true empire was not marble and military. It was the empire of the mind. His private writings, compiled after his death, would go on to inspire presidents, poets, generals, and everyday seekers for over 2,000 years. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. His words, forged in the fire of empire, remain a compass for those lost in the noise of modern life. So, who was Marcus Aurelius? A warrior who sought peace, a ruler who served humbly, a man who, amid the roaring of Rome, listened to the quiet voice within. His life reminds us, greatness is not found in power, but in purpose, not in conquering others, but in mastering oneself. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. If this story moved you, consider subscribing. Every week, we dive deeper into timeless wisdom to help you live a more grounded, resilient life. Comment below. What's one idea from Marcus Aurelius you want to carry into your own life?